Hello everyone. The youth of Ibuku Ancient Kingdom in Umuahia, Abia State have expressed their support for Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The youth drew parallels between their Kinsman, Kanu, and the revered late South African leader, Nelson Mandela, who stood for truth, equity, and justice. In a letter addressed to President Tinubu after an emergency meeting on Tuesday evening at their national secretariat in ECQ Ibuku, the youth expressed regret over what they described as a misunderstanding of Kanu's pursuit of fairness and equity for all Nigerians. The communique, signed by their national president, Martins Chidozie Nwosu, and Secretary Chibuzo, respectively, urged Tinubu to free Nnamdi Kanu, just as the Yoruba nation promoter Sunday Igbohu and social crusader Omoyele Sowore, also charged for treason, had been freed. They criticized the decision to detain Kanu instead of engaging constructively with the issues he raised and emphasized that its detention was aimed at addressing fundamental societal issues. The youth, however, urged that Kanu was not a terrorist but was only concerned about the perpetual injustice against his people and was crying out for equity. The communique, signed by their national president Martins Chidozie Nwosu and Secretary Chibuzo, respectively, urged Tinubu to free Kanu, just as the Yoruba nation promoter Sunday Igbohu and social crusader Sowore, also charged for treason, had been freed. The letter said, identifying its continued detention despite previous court orders for his unconditional release as a major cause of tension and insecurity in the Southeast. The youth strongly urged the president to consider the growing appeals from across Nigeria for his release. Our brother Nnamdi Kanu only stood for truth, equity, and justice for the Igbo tribe and the eastern part of Nigeria, just like Nelson Mandela of South Africa. Hence, his incarceration at the Department of State Service (DSS) has become unbearable to us. His kinsmen and brothers, knowing full well the catastrophic instability and insecurity the Nnamdi Kanu's detention has brought to the eastern parts of Nigeria, warning politicians against any attempt to politicize the ordeals of Kanu. Ibuku youth appreciated all those genuinely committed to his freedom. However, they urged the Apis Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndị Igbo, to caution the ex-presidential aide Reno Omokri against making unguided utterances and provocative comments on Kanu. We urge politicians not to politicize the detention of our dear brother Nnamdi Kanu and to objectively work towards his unconditional release. We employed Ohanaeze Ndị Igbo to advise Reno Omokri to always censor his utterances on the issues concerning the release of our brother Nnamdi Kanu. We, the members of Ibuku Youth Association, a sociocultural association of youthful natives of Ibuku Ancient Kingdom, the home of Major General JTU Agui Ransom, humbly wish to use this media to express our heartbrokenness and weariness over the arbitrary and continued detention of our dear brother Nnamdi Kanu, despite court ruling that he be released. We hold this strong opinion that Nnamdi Kanu meant well for the eastern part of Nigeria, the southern part of Nigeria, and Nigerians as a whole. He took up the responsibility to agitate for equity and justice and inclusion of the Easterners and Southerners in the affairs of Nigeria in the guise of agitation for Biafra. The then government of Nigeria failed to address the root cause of the agitation and misconstrued the essence of the agitation and hastily proscribed the peaceful and non-violent group led by Nnamdi Kanu, detained him, killed and maimed majorly the Igbo youth of eastern Nigeria. The whole world witnessed the genocidal and reprisal killing of the youth and our brothers of the eastern part of Nigeria in 2017, when Nnamdi Kanu's hometown was besieged by security agents who killed hundreds of our brothers, Igbo youths and Eastern youth who came to facilitate with him on his release on bail by the then government of Nigeria. This mayhem and the pursuit to exterminate his life by the then government of Nigeria caused Nnamdi Kanu to flee Nigeria for his life. We are very much aware of the controversies surrounding his rearrest by the then government of Nigeria, but we wish to use this medium to beckon on you and plead with you, His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the father of all Nigerians, to graciously effect the release of our brother Nnamdi Kanu because his contentious detention and incarceration has become a burden on our conscience and an unbearable burden indeed. Knowing full well the instability, insecurity, and economic hardship his detention has occasioned the people of the eastern part of Nigeria, we do not underplay the efforts of your government to peacefully address worsening hostilities in our country, but we believe that one of the best ways is to bring to an end the issues of instability, insecurity, and economic hardship in eastern Nigeria, and to bring to an end Igbo marginalization in Nigeria is to release our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So guys, these are Igbo youth from Umuahia, Ibuku, okay, in Umuahia. They are asking President Bola Ahmed Tinubu led Nigerian government. They said he should release their Mandela, Nnamdi Kanu, okay? Nnamdi Kanu is their Mandela. So they have asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do the needful and release him so they can experience peace in their region. So what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section.